So I've worked in the trenches before at nonprofit organizations, and you're raising money all the time. And then, of course, you are accomplishing your goal, right? But you're raising the same money, and then you're spending the same money. So a forever fund is different. Forever funds are invested, and the income from those investments then go to the purpose, if you will, the nonprofit that or church that you're trying to support. So it's a revenue stream that nonprofits don't have to raise every single year. And it's a revenue stream that they can count on. And when you look at forever funds that we've managed for a long time, in essence, over a period of time, generally speaking, the nonprofit receives more money than even the original gift. And so it's a great way to support a nonprofit organization.
My name is Jane Smith, and I'm a retired educator within the local area. And my late husband was very, very involved in volunteering, especially organizations for developmentally handicapped children and adults. He had started volunteering for the ARC and then also at Camp Still Meadows, and was very, very active there. In fact, we raised money and built a tree house for handicapped children and adults. When I retired, I kept on volunteering with him at Camp Still Meadows, and we both realized what a generous community this is and how committed it is. There will always be individuals that have need in our community. Those needs may change over time due to technology, but I think we're still going to need those organizations, and the organizations are going to need financial support. And so that's one of the reasons why, even after I'm gone, I think it's going to be critical to have those funds for those nonprofit organizations.
My parents, their faith was their most important thing. And through Otterbein Church is where they expressed a lot of that. And they attended Otterbein for about 65 years, their whole married life. And they were involved in a lot of boards and committees in the church. And my father taught the adult Sunday school class for 60 years. And most of their close friends were in that class. So they just felt like that was very important to them to leave an endowment that would help them year after year. They knew from experience that it was important that nonprofits had a steady income. And so when they were looking at their will, they wanted to do something that would last. Nonprofits sometimes go out of business. And by going through the Community Foundation, they knew the Community Foundation board would choose another nonprofit to support with the endowment that did similar things. And so they were very interested in that aspect.
As time passed, I had a desire to expand my giving philosophy to a longer-term horizon. The Community Foundation had available a vehicle that suited my needs. The designated endowment fund was an idea much less cumbersome than setting up your own foundation. I had several local nonprofit organizations I wanted to support, so I set up an endowed fund for each, which would go on forever. Each year, these organizations dear to my heart receive an ever-increasing shot in the arm, a grant distribution, to make our community a better place for generations to come. I encourage you to explore the many varied ways the Community Foundation can help you attain your philanthropic goals. Have the peace of mind of local control and flexibility to boot. Don't put this off. Now is the first day of forever.
My parents were wonderful examples. I had teachers that were wonderful examples. The entire community was an example of how to give back to local communities. And so I grew up with the idea that That's a part of what you should do.
I think through their Christian life, they grew stronger in their faith and realized that it was very important to help people that weren't as fortunate as they were.
The mission is quite simple. We make it easy to give back to the community you love.